Thank you for joining us this afternoon as we pay tribute to the men and women of law enforcement the world over who have made the ultimate sacrifice for their respective communities. On May 4th, 1963, President John Kennedy signed a Proclamation 3537, which designated May 15th of each year as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week of May 15th, Police Week. Sadly, just 202 days later, President Kennedy gave his own life in service to his country when he was struck down by an assassin's bullet in Dallas, Texas. I mention this because President Kennedy's recognition of police personnel remains, and in this way his legacy lives on. In fact, this very event we attend today is a byproduct of his actions 54 years later. President Kennedy derived no personal benefit from his recognition of our nation's police personnel. In fact, sometimes, and for good reason, the police were not exceptionally popular back in the early 1960s. However, President Kennedy's vision, the same vision that challenged our nation to successfully reach and land upon the moon, extended beyond that which was politically popular. His recognition of our evolving police mandate was rooted in principle, and our profession is better today because of his leadership and vision. Like President Kennedy, we are all fallible. We're human. And I would argue that the magnificence of the human experience is our ability to transcend our individual fallibilities, our individual agendas, and our individual needs in order to advance a cause greater than any one of us. A mission to serve that of the greater good and the willingness to die doing it. We know the murders, ambushes, and accidents will not end, and yet we carry on. The men and women of law enforcement do this every day. Since we first started keeping record of line-of-duty deaths in 1791, 21,565 officers have made the ultimate sacrifice by dying in the line of duty. That's 21,565 husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters. Real people, imperfect people, loved people, mortal people, each with hopes, dreams, and desires left unfulfilled, each with survivors left behind, families, friends, colleagues who loved them, scarred and forever changed by the reality that their loved one would never return home. Holiday dinners would be less lively. Weddings, graduations, and family reunions forever dampened by the absence of a loved one who is no more. Despite this reality, one which will undoubtedly continue, good, selfless men and women sign up for duty every day, with loving and supportive families standing beside them. As a supportive public declares their appreciation for police personnel this week, police officers, too, should make sure we are returning thanks to those who support us, both at home and in the community. If you're fortunate enough to have a spouse or partner at home, take time to be present with him or her. I mean really present. Bond with your family. Connect with your children. Tell them to put their cell phones down. When this event is over, if you're fortunate enough to be able to call your mom, do so, and that's an order. It's easy to get wrapped up in the day-to-day routine, but the older we get, the more we realize how quickly time passes. And there's one thing I believe we all learn in this profession. Every day is a gift. Let's use this opportunity to remind ourselves of this and to return our focus to that which is most important. I'm proud to wear this uniform, proud to stand beside you as we honor our fallen brothers and sisters, and proud to represent their legacy through daily deeds of goodwill and principled leadership. I'm grateful for the amazing work each of you do. Thanks to each of you who join me in this noble endeavor. I love and respect all of you. Thank you, and God bless.